Hey everyone, I'm Adam White, and welcome to the April edition of the Community Flowcast, where I'll be walking you through some of the big developments in the Flow world, including ones done by Salesforce themselves. First up, we have the Flow release highlights for Summer 21, which is always hotly anticipated by the community, done by Alex Edelstein. Way too many changes and enhancements came in this release to really cover in this one, but one of my favorites is finally we get support for is changed and is new in record trigger flows, and then major improvements to the way choices are handled. So check it out. So this is more of a plug than anything, but I did have to throw it out there that Unofficial SF has hit 5,000 page views in one day and roughly 100,000 page views in a month, which is just phenomenal and likely makes it one of the biggest Salesforce related websites, if not the biggest. So congrats to Alex Edelstein and to all of us from Unofficial SF. Just keep up the great work. Following up the Slack actions from last month, Alex has once again outdone himself and provided a bunch of actions for Microsoft Teams, doing things like posting messages, creating channels, inviting users, kicking users, and deleting channels themselves, all from within Salesforce. And in the document, he goes over how to set up the API and utilize the Postman application and app to help you with that. From Sharad, Maheshwari comes a way to basically style your flows with headers, banners, and various formatting, all from within his component. Pretty neat stuff. So check it out if you have a need to customize the styling of some of your flows and expose them on things like communities, for example. Josh Dayment took up a call to action to improve the file upload component, which now will show the files that you've uploaded in your current session. The Setup via Flow app has been enhanced to support bulk Picklist updates. So if for some reason you have the need to mass update your Picklist values in any of your orgs, and utilize Flow for that, I would definitely check this one out. Vijay Ignatius over at Salesforce has sent in an improvement to the Lookup component, which will let you basically pick a different field to use for the display of the Lookup component. So if you have a need to do that with the Unofficial SF Lookup, go ahead and check it out. David Fromstein over at Salesforce has published 2 articles highlighting first his custom flow navigation button component, which I've used in the past and is insanely useful for creating custom buttons on the Flow UI and being able to direct the user based off of the flags that you set for each of those buttons. And then he went on to basically show some of the various navigation options that are available on Unofficial SF through launching flows and modals, his navigation button component, another flow button component by Ryan Cox, and then a fourth called Advanced Flow Navigation from Gravity Labs. All worthwhile and all worth checking out. Eric Smith released the newest version of Datatable, which is probably one of the most popular components on Unofficial SF. Lots of bug fixes, and then I think probably the biggest feature is multi-currency supports, which will convert the displayed currency fields to the running user's currency. Josh Dayment released a quick little feature for Flow Carousel, which will let you put in properties for hyperlink URLs, so making the different parts of the carousel that you can make clickable, and it can send a user to a URL essentially. David Fromstein is added again, creating a basically installable component for Salesforce Field Service, which will let folks basically schedule things on their own using an embedded Apex action that will let you grab appointments, and then there's another component that will display those appointments to the user in a friendly way. Alex Fram-Schwartz has posted a 25-day flow challenge on his YouTube channel, basically taking ideas from the Idea Exchange and undelivered ideas and trying to recreate them in Flow. Obviously, there are way too many to list out here, but I highly suggest checking out some of the use cases that he's posted. Paul Karras has created a Salesforce Flow Facebook group sporting over 2,200 users, which probably rivals the automation group over at the Salesforce Trailblazer community. So if you have Facebook or active Facebook and want to check this group out, I would go in and request to join. In case you missed it, there's a new section on Unofficial SF related to Salesforce Scheduler, which is the new Salesforce product that lets you easily schedule appointments. And there's already a few articles posted about folks that have utilized it in Salesforce Flow and exposed it in something like a community, for example, to empower customers to schedule their own appointments based off of availability. Alex Edelstein and Janani Narayanan have posted a series of articles highlighting next best action in Flow, which is coming in summer 21 in a pilot, and also Flow Orchestrator, which is also coming as a pilot in summer 21. So if you haven't heard yet, Flow Orchestrator is the new generation of Einstein Automate, which is going to allow you to unify all your disparate flows and screen flows into one business process as a true business process management tool. So I'm super excited about where this tool is going to go. But if you're curious, you can reach out to your AE to learn more about it. And that's all I got for the month of April. Thanks for sticking around. And if you find something useful for the month of April, just drop me a comment in the Unofficial SF post or the YouTube channel.